Hello guys, this is DBZ Taps here with some summons that I did off screen, and I just wanted to talk with you guys for a little bit, talk about how what I think the situation of JJK Phantom Parade is going on, what I think will have been going on for the future, I guess. So first off, guys, I'm gonna let these summons play in the background, so just enjoy the summons. They're just here. I did these summons off screen. I recorded them, so you guys can see it here, but. What I think will happen, guys, in this JJK, we are currently in the 1.5 anniversary for the global version, and I understand that some people may think it's been very underwhelming, that it hasn't had that many crazy things that's been going on. All that's released is Nanami, which is pretty cool, and a rerun banner of Geto and Megumi, the two Divine Dog Megumi, and I get it. Look, it hasn't been the most exciting 1.5 anniversary or 0.5 anniversary in a while, since the first one was a lot more exciting than this one. But guys, I still think that this celebration has such big potential because we know that basically they're gonna probably release Yuta this week on Friday of this week. Probably. Don't take me up on that. They might not. I'm expecting it to release this Friday, but don't get your hopes up. And also, we are gonna get the roadmap of the month of June pretty soon, but this celebration has such big potential because they can release Yuta this week. They can have another dead week so people can farm cubes or not, or just go into directly some more content. And I believe they're gonna keep the situation of releasing things that are interesting. So, in my professional opinion, what I believe that they might release is probably either Kenjaku or go and skip even more units and go directly into the Anniversary Gojo, the Swimsuit Gojo, and the Swimsuit Itadori that released on the JP version. Now, they could also do something that would also be interesting, and that's release Yuta and go into Kenjaku and then these two units. Now, that has a good side and a bad side, because if they do that, then people are going to be left with not that many cubes, and they won't be able to save up for one character or another, which is why I believe the community is having such a hard time. Because if they release all these units back to back, it's exciting, it's really cool, they'll make some money off of it, but also the free-to-play people would suffer from this kind of situation of them releasing it back to back, which is why I believe that since they released the rerun banner, that I don't believe anybody should be summoning on the Geto and the two Divine Dogs, since they are two characters in the standard banner. You can get them from just pulling any character, but it's still free cubes for the community to try to save up even more for what's coming next, which I believe will either be Yuta, well, probably Yuta and then either the Anniversary units or Kenjaku, which would be interesting either way. Now, we are also probably going to get events that we get the free tickets to try to pull these units, and some people may get lucky, some people may not. But that's the thing, if they release everything back to back to back, people would complain because they don't have enough free cubes and it's not free to play friendly. But also, if they have dead weeks like this last one, then people will complain because, oh, JP is getting all the cool stuff and we're getting nothing. Which is why it's a double-edged sword. But that's what I believe will happen, but it might be differently from what I'm believing will happen. Because they can actually release Yuta and then go in the chronological order, release Yaga and then release the guy from the prison arc from the in-game. So they could go in chronological order, but in my opinion, they are not going to do that because it's the 1.5 anniversary. And those characters, they may be cool, but I don't think they're worthy of a spot in a celebration as big as the 1.5 anniversary. So that would be complicated, but they can also go directly into Kenjaku, which is a really, really cool character that a lot of people want, but then again, they might not, and they might save Kenjaku for after the celebration and actually release the summertime units that they released on JP, which would be interesting as well. The pay-to-win method of getting dupes is really, really unfortunate, but it is a way for them to make money, and they did take it away now that they're releasing the Megumi and the Nobara on the JP version. So they're probably gonna do that. But they released the pay to win units, the Yuji and the Gojo, and people will try to get those dupes so they can be at their best. But they might actually not be at their best, since it is hard to pull dupes, and not a lot of people have universal dupes to use for free. So it is difficult, and I understand. But then what I'm also thinking is that if they release Yuta now, and then they have to release the summertime units and then Megumi and Obara, that would be a jam-packed anniversary, because that would be 6 units, which would be interesting. But then Kenjaku doesn't really have a spot in this anniversary to shine, which would make a lot of people not very happy, because a lot of people do want the Kenjaku since he is such a cool character. But what they're probably going to do is one of these options, but I guess we'll just have to wait and find out when we get the roadmap for the month of June. But guys, whatever happens, happens, and we'll be ready for it either way. We'll try to pull everything and get everything in a free-to-play manner, but for pay-to-win players, I believe it will be a lot easier for this anniversary. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this quick little update video on my part. I hope you enjoy these kinds of videos, and if you do want to see more, please leave a like on the video and try to comment if you do enjoy this type of content. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you next time.